Ski Championships, the fourth medal event on the men's side, and we finish with the slalom event. 2-run race. Fastest racer over the 2 runs will claim the final gold junior world ski championship medal here today in Narvik. It was an exciting, thrilling race on the women's side just a day ago. Here on this first run, it's the Italian coach who has set this course. 60 gates, 200-meter vertical drop on this slalom race slope. Friends, family, fans of these young junior racers have come to Narvik to take in the excitement of these races here in Narvik. It's been a fantastic setting, it really has, and it's going to be one more exciting shootout here in the men's slalom. We have 2 of last year's podium finishers from the Junior Worlds in Tarvisio. Our second place finisher for Sweden was Gustav Wisting, and Great Britain's Luca Carrick-Smith picked up that historic bronze medal for Great Britain, only their second ever Junior World medal. Luca Carrick-Smith will go first here, followed by Sebastian Hagan for Norway, Peter Lunder for Norway as well. And lots of competition coming here from the first 15-20 racers. Flavio Vitale for France there in the top 15 group. Alexander Axschwartz for Sweden won a gold medal with that Swedish team in the mixed team parallel just a few days ago. And as we move down the start list here through all of the nations, all of these fantastic junior racers, Croatia's Ziggy Vlodjak, and this is the brother of Zrinka Lucic, Rove Lucic, on today's start list. A few more there from Great Britain with Harry Duncan, Harrison Adkins, and Spain well represented here, New Zealand, Australia, the Ukraine, Kazakhstan there with Rostislav Koklov. We have Poland represented, Portugal, Turkey there, Thomas Kan Onol Alang, bib number 91. We work down the list here. It's a long first run start list, as we saw in the men's giant slalom. So the key here is to watch the changing of the course conditions. It must be repeated. The course, the volunteers that are out here these past 8-10 days, even before the event started, representing 20 different nationalities themselves, the volunteers. 133 racers on this first run start list. Now, those that don't finish the first run will not go through to the second run, but everyone who finishes will go on to complete the race and start that second run. Here we go. Myself, Britt Janik, FIS TV, bringing you this live action from the Junior World Ski Championships. Great Britain's Luca Carrick-Smith, bronze medalist from last year's slalom, is out on course now. He has made that step up onto the World Cup Tour. 21 years of age, has 9 World Cup starts to his name. Oh, he's got good rhythm. He's light on that turning ski, but precise with the feet on the gate. This is looking very smooth and confident from Luca Carrick-Smith. We'll see his 2 twin brothers coming up very shortly. Zach and Freddie also on the start list in the early starters. All 3 brothers being coached mainly by their parents, Emma Carrick-Anderson and Phil Smith. And racer number 1, Luca Carrick-Smith, crosses the finish line, setting that target time at 50 seconds, .02. No mistakes to find on that run. We'll have to wait and see how that stands. Norway next to challenge with Sebastian Hagen. Norway on course with Sebastian Hagen, 20 years of age. Finished 9th in the team combined. Second medal event for the men. Oh, and Hagen is down. He's out. Just getting caught on the inside ski. Not enough grip on that downhill ski. And that is it for the Norwegian. We stay with Norway here. Racer number 3 is Peter Lunder, 20 years of age. On course now. Well-established skier on the Europa Cup Tour. 43 starts. And already into trouble here for Lunder. 3 World Cup starts to his name. Oh, and he too is skied out. Oh, that's a shame for the Norwegian. One racer in the finish. And 2 Norwegians out here early in this first run. Sweden are in the gate. Your silver medalist from the slalom a year ago. So already a medalist at the Junior Worlds. This his last year competing as a junior. Gustav Wisting on course now. Picked up a 6th place finish in the team combined with Liam Lilienborg, who will be racing further down this start list. And okay, well, this is looking good from Wisting. He's through that section where we just saw the 2 Norwegians ski out. Finds the rhythm nicely, but he's off the pace of Carrick Smith by 0.73 of a second. Skiing this nicely, skiing it calm, but just missing a little bit of intensity. Needs to lift up the tempo here on the closeout if he wants to get anywhere near the time of Carrick Smith. Gustav Wisting for Sweden. Final combination, dives for the line into 2nd position, but the time difference is the key. He's the silver medalist from this slalom event a year ago, and now finds himself 2.06 seconds back. Third of the Norwegians, Elias Hartford Kvel. 18 years of age, still a couple more years to compete at the Junior Worlds. In these early turns, didn't finish the giant slalom, picked up a 9th place finish at these championships in the team combined with Sebastian Hagen, who already went a few racers earlier, and we saw skied out. This is smooth and clean, 0.24 up at the intermediate time for Kvel. Oh, a little bit of redemption here for the Norwegians. 2 of their skiers have not completed this first run early on. A little bit late and low in the line as he drops into the combination. Oh, and Norway go out. Elias Hartford Kvel just started to let the turn go, release a little bit too early. And that sees another skier out here. Had his World Cup debut in Wengen this year at the slalom in January. So that was a good opening section. Keep our eye out for that name, Kvel of Norway. We go to the USA. It's Max Hodder on course now, 20 years of age. Grew up racing out of the Mount Mansfield Academy. Picked up his first NORAM podium this season, so is finding good form on the slalom skis. And again, these racers, those NORAM finishes, those Europa Cup finishes, they're always looking to see where they can get good FIS points, lower their points. That improves their start number at the races, giving them a cleaner and fresher course. But Hodder into all sorts of trouble. That's where we saw Kvel ski out, but he makes it clean through that flush combination. Max Hodder, can he put Team USA in contention here? And he makes it to the finish line, skis into second position, 1.52 back. The leader, Luca Carrick-Smith, sits in the hot seat. There's Phil Smith, dad of Luca, Freddie, and Zach, all three racing here. Stanley Buczyk is on course now for the USA, 20 years of age, at a team summit in Colorado. A year ago at the Junior Worlds, he picked up 2 bronze medals in the 2 team events. The mixed team parallel, Team USA took 3rd, and in the men's team combined, he picked up a bronze. 8/10 back at the intermediate time. Here's the approach into the flush combination. Good control from Buczyk. Stanley Buczyk over the line into 4th position, 2.20 back. Luca Carrick-Smith leads the way.
Luca Carrick-Smith in the hot seat.
We go to the first of the Austrians in the start gate now with Florian Neumayer. 15th in the giant slalom race a couple of days ago. Always looking for speed in this opening section, taking that risk, pushing the line. Ooh, I like this from Neumayer. There's a different intensity here from the others, but look at the time gap, 0.67 back of Luca Carrick-Smith. He's going to need to ski this closeout fast and clean. Adapting well to the rhythm changes, into the combination here, out back into these open rhythmical turns as it starts to flatten out ever so slightly towards the finish. Florian Neumayer for Austria driving through these final turns, and Austria go into 5th position, 2.31. Wow. There was an intensity to his skiing, but the pace, nobody able to stay in touch or get near to the time of Luca Carrick-Smith. Let's see if his brother, Zach Carrick-Smith, can find the pace and the tempo that we saw from Luca. On course now, 19 years of age. We'll see his twin, Freddie, going out the gate next. Had his first World Cup start just a couple of weeks ago in Kranjska Gora in the men's slalom. Grew up skiing on the slopes of Tignes in France. 0.03 off the pace of Luca Carrick-Smith. Just holding on to that turning ski, the arc of the turn, a little bit longer than he would like, but it's balanced, it's calm. Very good technique from Zach Carrick-Smith. Through these final turns now. This last quick combination before he drives for the line, and Zach Carrick-Smith skis into 6th position. Can't catch his older brother here on this first run. Freddie Carrick-Smith next to go.
Let's go, Freddie.
Ready? Go.
Come on! Freddie on course.
The third of the Carrick-Smith brothers on course now. First World Cup start came at the start of this winter season in Solden in the giant slalom. So huge steps being made for these young athletes representing Great Britain. Coached by mom and dad, Emma Carrick-Anderson, a World Cup and Olympic skier herself, and dad Phil Smith have coached them the whole length of their young careers. 0.46 at that intermediate time. The closest we've seen to the time of Luca Carrick-Smith, and this is Freddie Carrick-Smith, his brother, trying to get in the mix here on the first run. Goes second position, 1.25 back. That time difference still fairly large, but that's the second fastest time from Freddie here on this first run. Second racer here for Sweden, Filip Jonsson.
Ready? Go.
Come on. Yeah!
Jonsson, racer number 11, on course now for Sweden. Oh, just a little bit of trouble. Loses the timing there on those opening turns. The dance of the slalom skier, always trying to adjust, adapt to the rhythm changes of the race course, trying to pick the shortest line between around the turns. Through that hairpin. 9/10 back at the intermediate time. Oh, and gets into trouble on the exit. That's the change in rhythm, the speed coming out of the flush, and just quite can't hold on to the next turn. Quick recoveries here from the Swedish racer Filip Jonsson, crosses the line into 8th position, just over 3 seconds back.
Come on, Rasmus. Forga. Come on, Rasmus.
Rasmus Bakkevig
Ready?
Come on.
Go.
next to go for Norway. Bakkevig, your gold medalist in the giant slalom race. Norway going 1 and 2 in the men's giant slalom. He was thrilled. He was second a year ago in the giant slalom and stepped up into the gold medal position. Breaks that gate. You can see it bouncing around him. It doesn't interrupt the turn. Good intermediate time here from Bakkevig, 0.52 back. Oh, needs to hold on here. Dropping a little bit late and low in the pitch. Just sneaks the feet around the flush. Also picked up a bronze medal in the men's team combined with his teammate Espen Bengtsson. And here Bakkevig skis into 5th position, 2.14 back, which is actually pretty close to the podium. If you take out Luca Carrick-Smith's time, he's not too far off of 7th position, but still, it's that lead, a strong lead from Luca Carrick-Smith. And Freddie Carrick-Smith in 2nd.
Ready? Go.
Here we go with France's Flavio Vitau.
Hey, ready?
Number 13 on course.
On course now, 20 years of age, 5 giant slalom podiums on the Europa Cup Tour, and has really been making his mark on the giant slalom World Cup Tour, picking up a best of a 10th place finish in Solden at the start of this 25-26 winter season. And he will be heading to the World Cup finals in that giant slalom discipline. It's 0.67 off the pace at the intermediate time. It's clean, it's smooth for the French skier. Grew up skiing and is from the Club de Sport d'Étain. Oh, just holding on here. He can put himself right in the mix here. Give himself a good chance in the second run. And Flavio for France across the line into 8th position, 2.55 back of the leader.
Ready? Go.
Adam Novacek for Slovakia on course now. Racer number 14. Heading to the back end of the top 15 ranked racers. And you would say the challengers will come from these top-ranked racers to try and challenge that top time set by Luca Carrick-Smith. The only one managing to get somewhat close to his time is his brother Freddie Carrick-Smith. Max Hoder for the USA sits third. And this is Slovakia's Novacek on course now, 20 years of age, 10th in the slalom a year ago for Novacek. Has a World Cup start to his name in Levy at the outset of this winter season in the slalom. And Novacek skis into 10th position, 2.91 back.
Ready, go, come on!
Racer number 15 on course now with Matthias Kristinsson for Iceland. He's competed at the last 3 Junior World Ski Championships. 2024 in Haute-Savoie, the giant slalom and slalom were contested at Saint-Jean-d'Alpes, and the giant slalom here, and now the slalom, and also last year in Tarvisio. Oh, just a little bit late and low on the line. Needs to put the skis sideways, traveling further across the hill than he would like. That's the key. Get in and out of the arc quickly on these short slalom skis. And find that release between the turns. Kristinsson, it's been a little bit scrappy, but he makes it to the finish line. Racer number 15 for Iceland into 12th position.
Ready,
Kom igjen, da!
go!
Racer 16 for Norway, Jarand Husby Haugen. And it was Husby Haugen who was the silver medalist in the giant slalom behind Rasmus Bakkeveg. Norway going 1 and 2. Oh! And that's another Norwegian out here in this first run. Straddles the gate. And Haugen is out in this men's slalom race.
Ready, go!
Benno Brandes on course now for Germany, first of the Germans. Strongest discipline is the Super G. He's a gold medalist at the Junior Worlds a year ago in the Super G discipline. Oh, and here in the slalom, he too skis out. And that's a DNF for the German skier, Benno Brandes. Raced in the giant slalom here, the Super G. And didn't finish the Super G, which took him out of the results of the Super G and out of the team combined. So it's been a tough championships here for Benno Brandes. He had high hopes of picking up more medals, but not able to finish his events. Moritz Zudrell on course now for Austria, 20 years of age. Grew up in Budenz, in the Vorarlberg region of Austria. Second in the slalom 2 years ago at the 2024 Junior World Ski Championships. 1.20 off the pace. He has strong skills in slalom and good form. An injury to his left knee took him out of competition for the Tarvisio Championships. But here he is back at these Narvik Junior World Ski Championships. Racer number 18, Moritz Zudrell, dives for the line, goes into 13th position, 3.63 back, and skis right out of the finish crowd.
Kom igjen, Olav, sånn starkt. Kom igjen.
Ready,
Sweden are next to challenge Philip Aronson Elfman.
Jaro!
Well, and if you recognize that name, it's because this is the brother of Hanna Aronson Elfman. She's racing today in the women's slalom over on the World Cup Tour in Åre in Sweden. And here we have Philip racing here, 20 years of age. 10 Europa Cup starts to his name. 1.07 off the pace at the intermediate time. Now this is where you need to start to watch if the track is getting a little bit rutted and cut up, and it will. It's only a matter of time. These later starters will have the rougher conditions as each and every racer drops into the turn, pushes on the ski with the most power and pressure in the same spot, racer after racer. That starts to build a good groove on the racing line. 13th position for Aronson Elfman for Sweden. Switzerland next to go. Giuliano Fuchs.
Ready? Go.
Just missed out on the medals in the giant slalom, finishing fourth. He moved up an incredible number of places in the men's giant slalom to take that fourth place finish. And he was also fourth in the team combined with his teammate Sandro Manser. He and the Spanish duo, they tied. Switzerland and Spain tied in that team combined for fourth position. 0.52 back. This is a good opening intermediate. Oh, and there's the air. Drops late and low on that left-footed blue gate. Just takes him a bit longer to get back into the rhythm of the course. But he's managed to stay in. Giuliano Fuchs, he could have a second run charge here in the slalom because he's made it to the finish line here on run one into 8th position, 2.35 back. Fastest of the Swiss skiers so far.
Allez, Jakob. Ritmo chiedi sotto. Dai, go.
Italy in the gate with Jakob Franzl,
Jakob in pista.
racer number 21. 12th in the giant slalom here at these championships of Narvik. Images came in of the northern lights being spotted last night here in Narvik. And, well, that's what Narvik is known for. We're inside the Arctic Circle here. And you get a night, a beautiful clear sky, a reflection off the water of the sea just below. Really stunning settings here in Narvik. Beautiful race slope. It's provided for some very exciting competition across all of the events. Jakob Franzl for Italy, racer number 21, through to the finish line, skis into 16th position. Next to go for Norway, Alexander Berg Torpe.
Go.
Racer from Oslo with the Stybek Ski Club. 18th in the giant slalom 2 days ago. 11 Europa Cup starts for the young Norwegian. Torpe making good work of the upper part of this track. Keeps it under a second. 0.64 back here for Torpe. Now, I'm just crossing my fingers for a Norwegian to get to the finish line. It has been a pretty challenging opening first run. Oh, it is not to be the day for Norway. That's 5 of their athletes skiing out in this first run. So a DNF for Alexander Berg Torpe, 19 years of age. He still has one more year as a junior. So a chance to qualify and come back for redemption at next year's Junior World Ski Championships. We go to Jonas Boas of Belgium, racer number 23. Of course now. Out of the Snow Valley racing team. Competed at the Senior World Ski Championships of 2025 in Saalbach, picking up results in the giant slalom and the slalom. This is his final year to qualify as a junior and compete at the Junior World Ski Championships for the Belgium racer. Snow Valley Racing Team is based in Pier, which is an indoor training facility in Belgium. Very popular spot for many teams to go and get that indoor training. So important for a slalom skier. And Boas is into 17th position. Sweden are next in the gate, racer number 24. There's the Norwegian still standing on the side of the slope.
Come on, Alex. Starkt. Kom igen nu.
Ready, go.
Alexander Ax Schwartz on course now, the younger brother of Fabian Ax Schwartz, who probably see week in and week out on the men's World Cup Tour. 19 years of age. He's a Youth Olympic medalist from the Gangwon Youth Olympic Winter Games of 2024. That was in the Alpine Combined, which that event, we've transitioned away from the Alpine Combined, but Alexander Ax Schwartz picked up the silver medal there. Ax Schwartz also part of the gold medal Swedish team that won the mixed team parallel midway through this event. And his brother Fabian was a silver medalist in the slalom at the Junior Worlds of Panorama in 2022. Alexander Ax Schwartz was 17th so far here on this first run. First of the Slovenians in the gate now with Miha Ozerban. Ozerban was the first racer out of the start gate in the giant slalom 2 days ago. Has stepped up onto the World Cup Tour, had his debut on the World Cup in the giant slalom in Kranjska Gora in January 2025, last season. Now at the first split, just he skis through the intermediate time. He straddles the next gate, and that will be a DNF for the Slovenian racer. In the gate is the American Jevin.
Come on, man. Time to go, Ali. Full attack.
Ready,
Come on, man. Go, Ali.
USA sit third at the moment with Max Hodder, and USA are on course with Jevin Holmquist at a Team Summit Colorado, who already with some recoveries here for Palmquist. 9 Europa Cup starts, has recently been racing over in the US on the NORAM circuit, picking up a podium in the NORAM slalom with a third place finish. Sit under a second off the pace at the intermediate time. And here down the steep section, just pushing the line a little bit late and low, but finding a good rhythm. Palmquist through this final section, starting to let the skis run, finding speed on the closeout here from bib 26. Skis into 12th position, under 3 seconds back. But still that gap, if you look at second place, Freddie Carrick-Smith is 1.25 of a second off of his brother. In the gate now with France, with Jules Michel Mazon. 21 years of age at the Club de Sport Courchevel. France are in 9th at the moment, fastest French skier with Flavio Vital. And we're on course here with Jules Michel Mazin, his first time qualifying for the Junior World Ski Championships. And his last year eligible to compete at the Junior World. So a huge accomplishment for Michel Mazin. It's a little bit late in the line. Keeping us on the edges of our seats here is the French skier. Settles in now in the lower part of this track. Through these final combinations, Jules Michel Mazin for France across the finish line into 17th position. Finland are in the start gate with Jasper Polisari. And Jasper, 21 years of age. Again, another racer, his first Junior World Ski Championships. And it's been quite spectacular for Finland at these Junior Worlds. They picked up their first ever medal at the Junior World Ski Championships in the mixed team parallel. Team of 4, 2 girls, 2 boys. It was Alti Piro, Jasper Polisari, and on the women's side, Vilma Kivala and Pia Suni that took the silver medal behind Sweden. And then yesterday, in the women's slalom, Ida Kanto picked up their first individual medal ever for the Junior Worlds with a 3rd place finish. Polisari, 21 years of age, approaching the finish line here. Racer number 28, Polisari skis in the 21st position.
Next up, the bronze medalist from the
Okej, ta lite minuter.
Go.
Racer 29 on course now for Spain, Ales Aubert Sevacanta. Historical bronze medal in the men's giant slalom, only the 2nd ever medal at the Junior World Ski Championships for Spain. It's only been in recent years that they have been picking up medals. Aubert Serracanto, this group of Spanish skiers here at these Junior Worlds, coached by Noel Baxter, British ski racer himself on the World Cup Tour and Olympic level. He'll be setting the 2nd run. Oh, and Aubert Serracanta slows right down, making an error on the exit of the flush. Ooh, onto the tails. He's made it to the finish. And 22nd position. That is just too costly. There's Mom at the finish, cheering him on. He's already a medalist here at these Junior Worlds in Narvik.
Ready. Go.
Racer 30 for Japan, Mio Kamada, 20 years of age. Competed in the Gangwon Youth Olympic Winter Games of 2024, 4th in the slalom, just missing out on the medals. Attends the Waseda University in Tokyo. 1.92 off the pace, midway down. What's that up
Ready. Go.
Kamada, Japan are in the finish and into the 2nd run here. Racer number 30. Start to quicken the the intervals here. As we move to the racers, we move to these next grouping of racers. It's Louis Stuckey of Switzerland on course now, 21 years of age. 37th in the giant slalom 2 days ago. 2 Europe Cup starts that came this year when there was a giant slalom, 2 slaloms held in Crans-Montana in Switzerland. Crans-Montana will be hosting the Senior World Ski Championships in next year's season. 2027. Stuckey in 22nd position. France are on course with Pierre-Antoine Damavin, 20 years of age, of the Valseny. Eighth in the giant slalom 2 days ago. Top 10 finish for Damavin. Also 8th in the mixed team parallel. It was a French group. Damavin across the finish line into 23rd position, 4.76 back. These racers now looking to get inside the top 30. The fastest 30 from the first run will go in reverse order, which is the typical rules at the FIS level. With the Junior World Ski Championships and the Senior Ski Championships, everyone gets a second run to complete their race. This is Christopher Litsch of Austria on course now, nearing the finish. The Kitzbühel Ski Club athlete, and he skis into 22nd position. This is his first Junior World Ski Championships for Litsch. Austria's Isaiah Sturm on course now, 19 years of age. The Youth Olympic medalist from Gangwon in 2024 in the Super G discipline, finishing silver. That was behind Benno Brandes, the German racer who we saw earlier ski out. He's just narrowly missed out on some medals here. And today, in the final event here in Narvik, in the Slalom, he's 16th after the first run. Alec Jackson of New Zealand on course now. First of the New Zealanders. Racing for Team Hut. Of course, the Mount Hut ski slope, which is not too far from Christchurch. Oh, but he's not able to finish this first run. Competed at the 2023 St. Anton Junior Worlds and then in 2025 in Tarvisio. But here today, Alec Johnson of New Zealand is out on run number 1. We go to Switzerland's Emmerich Hanart, 18 years of age, from Chandelin, which is in the Sierra Valley, but just below Zinal, in that region of Switzerland. Emmerich, 2 Europa Cup starts to his name. He didn't start in the giant slalom just 2 days ago. Looking to get inside that top 30, give himself a good, clean course with an early start number on the second run. And Emmerich Hanart of Switzerland is into 23rd position. Should stay inside the top 30, but still lots of racers to come. And next up for Poland is Jan Budzinski. It looks as though he has skied out, so a DNF for the Polish skier Jan Budzinski. In the gate now, the talent of Italy's Enrico Valentino Zucchini.
Dai Harry,
Ready?
Dai Harry!
Go!
Allez Harry!
Number 38 on
Enrico in
course.
pista.
on course now with the Italian skier Enrico Valentino Zucchini. Oh, and he is out.
Porta, scivolato.
It's a DNF for Enrico, his older brother Francesco, Europa Cup racer for the Italian team.
Ready? Go.
So we stay with Italy here. David Kaslunger, 18 years of age, with Alta These course workers
Come on, man. That
working incredibly hard to keep this slalom track in as best shape as possible, and also fixing all of the gates. As we've seen, some gates broken, some gates tipping over,
Time to go,
slippers
Allez, John.
going down the track regularly to try and keep that race line as smooth as possible for as long as possible. It will get rutted, it will get bumpy as we move through these 130 odd starters.
John, on.
We work our way down this start list. We've got David Kaslunger on course now for the Italian team.
Dai, sopra quei piedi.
Racer number 39. And Kaslunger crosses the finish line into 24th position, nicely inside the top 30. John Kerba on course next for the American team. USA sit third fastest so far with Max Hoder. Stanley Budzic in sixth.
Go. Allez. Allez, Jerry! Jerry,
Kerba out of the same ski area as Max Hoder, Mount Mansfield Academy. He's been starting on the Europa Cup Tour and picked up a 14th place finish in the giant slalom 2 days ago. Kerba here, 29th position for the moment. Might not keep him inside the top 30. Lorenzo Garosa on course now for Italy. The Esercito Sport Club, which is in the Courmayeur ski area in the Aosta Valley in Italy. 20 years of age, just making his debut and his step onto the Europa Cup Tour. Garosa across the finish line into 29th position. Sweden are on course with Liam Liljenborg. Just outside of the top 30 in the giant slalom 2 days ago. And also competed in the Super G, was 28th for Liljenborg. His team, the men's team combined, finished in the top 6. It's from just outside of Stockholm, Liljenborg. He's in the 32nd position here on this first run of this final event of these Narvik Junior World Ski Championships. This is the closeout here with the men's slalom. 2-run race. Second run going at 12 p.m. local time. This first run is currently being led by Luca Carrick-Smith of Great Britain, followed by Freddie Carrick-Smith of Great Britain. His brother Raphael Zangerl of Austria skis out here in this first run. Arthur Hood on course now for France. France are in the top 10 for the moment with Flavio Vital, but Hood is looking to get inside the top 30 here. Bib number 44 on this first run. He competed on the mixed team parallel for France with Pierre-Antoine Damavin, who was also racing earlier, Emmy Charbonnier and Nina Bouet. We have two female skiers on the mixed team parallel.
Ready? Go.
Come on! Come on!
Hood just holding on here. This is where that rut starts to form, and they can get kicked a little bit by the ruts. Thrown onto the tails of the ski. Oh, and Artur goes wide and late and low, but manages to get back into the course. But that is a costly error just near the finish. Bjarni Thor Hauksson of Iceland on course now.
This time 23.84.
Ready?
21 years of age. This is his final year as a junior. 30th in the giant slalom.
Let's go, bud.
And Iceland are across the finish line with Hauksson in the 31st position. Robert Clark of Switzerland next to go from Lausanne. 9 Europa Cup starts, 20 years of age. He finished the giant slalom or the slalom a year ago in Tarvisio. Hang on, Clark. And he's gone down here in the slalom. And it was the same story in the giant slalom 2 days ago, the DNF in run 2. Well, we go to Jake Curtis Knight here, the Canadian who picked up a bronze medal in the Super G. It's the first medal that Canada have had on the men's side since James Crawford won a silver in the Super G discipline. Same discipline, but one step up, a silver in Sochi of 2016. So it's been 10 years. Great to see Jake Curtis Knight here racing in the slalom. 20 years of age from Jasper, Alberta. His mom, Louise Knight, is in the Finnish area. She, too, a member of the Canadian Alpine ski team in her day. Jake Curtis Knight has battled well through this first run to make it to the finish line. Oh, and he's just outside the fastest 30, 32nd position. Still gets a second run. It's just we're watching closely because if you finish 30th on this first run, you will start in first on the second run. And that makes a big difference here on this slalom track. On course now, Nick Nyberg for Sweden. Out of Oi. 12th in the giant slalom. Good, solid top 15 finish for the young Swede, only 18 years of age. 34th position for Nyberg. We're in the start gate here with Roger Barcelo Castellet of Spain. Just taking a moment here. Clean up a couple of sections here. Brief interruption here, holding the next racer in the start gate. Spanish racer Barcelo Castellet was the team member of Obersterra-Canta in the men's team combined, where they was with the slalom run of Castellet that helped secure them their 4th place finish in the men's team combined. Oh, and he's straddled here in these opening turns, just about 10 gates in, and that's a DNF for racer number 49 of Spain, Barcelo Castellet.
Okay. Go!
Felix Norris on course now for Germany, out of Ski Club Garmisch. It's a fight, it's a battle. It's one of those runs here now for the later starters. Oh, and he too has straddled the gate, just trying to cut the line a little bit too early. Starts to turn back to the gate a little bit too early. That inside ski, the tip catches the inside of the gate. And a DNF for Norris of Germany. Argentina on course with Nicolas Quintero, 19 years of age. Competed in Tarvisio. He was 28th in the slalom, 28th in the Super G discipline. And here so far in Narvik, he hasn't finished the Super G or the giant slalom. He's battling through this first run of the slalom. 2.44 back at the intermediate time. And you can see now that little hump developing right at the gate. So these later starters having to go a little bit rounder and wider and ski the rut. Use the rut to help you. Not so easy. Light's a bit flat, so you can't see the rut quite as well. A lot of trust. And Quintero is out here. on run 1 in this men's slalom. Aurelio Wiersch on course now for Switzerland. The ski club Valens. 6th in the giant slalom. It was he, Aurelio Wiersch, and Fuchs, Giuliano Fuchs, the 2 Swiss skiers that skied fantastic in the second run of the giant slalom. Took advantage of a good start number, moving themselves both up 12 and 14 places respectively. Oh, and Wiersch just straddled. And racer 52 for Switzerland is out. Marc-Hubert Chiarco on course now of Spain. 18 years of age, grew up skiing with the Chiarca Ski Club. Spain are next as well with Luca Garitano Iturbe. Spanish coach is setting the second run, Mo Baxter. Oh, he's letting it run out here. Chiarco. Luca Kerrick-Smith leads the way. And this is racer number 53 for Spain, diving across the finish line in a 35th position for Hubert Chiarco. Luca Garitano Iturbe on course now. Racer number 54. He's found oh, he's out. DNF for Garitano Iturbe. Finland are on course with Uro Richard. At the Ruka Slalom Club. Hold on here. Gate's tough, falling away just a little bit. And Rickard here fighting to keep elevation, keep the turning speed. A couple of near straddles here for Uro Retad, and Finland are in the finish into 37th position. Ziggy Brodjak on course now for Croatia. Competed in the giant slalom and the Super G, finished the Super G race 32nd. But here is a DNF for Ziggy. We stay with Croatia and go to Krove Lucic. His older sister is, of course, Zrinka Lucic. Lucic is racing today in the slalom over in Åre in Sweden, and she's last year's Slalom Globe winner, Crystal Globe winner in the slalom discipline. Spectacular season. She's had an incredible result. Lucic here, competing in the giant slalom and the slalom. It's tough. It's a real challenge here for these later starters as we move further and further down this first run start list. Hrove Lucic of Croatia has made it to the finish line. Skis into 39th position. Luca Rufinoni for the Italian team on course now. From Lecco, Italy. As he makes his way down the course. The course worker is moving quickly in behind him to fix whatever is needed, straighten up the gates and slip out the course. Place gates. Fast moving, high paced slalom racing. Rufinoni, hang on. Oh, and he skis out 5 gates from the finish. On course now, Marko Semerdziev of Bulgaria. Oh, and he too has crashed out. Racer number 59 of Bulgaria, Samedrev, will be a DNF. We go to Toby Jackson for New Zealand. On course now. 2 from Team Hutt Racing Club at Mount Hutt in New Zealand. Competed in the giant slalom 2 days ago, picking up a 56th place finish. Good positive position here on the ski for Toby Jackson. That's allowing him to keep battling through these tough conditions, and well, he's made it through that flush, but loses all the speed. Continues to fight through here. Racer number 60 for New Zealand, Toby Jackson, to the finish line into 40th position. Max Holzinger for Germany on course now. 17 years of age. Slalom and giant slalom skier, a technical skier, as we say. From the ski club Lotok again. 28th position in the giant slalom for the young German skier, his first Junior World Ski Championships. And Mats Holzinger from bib 61 is across the finish line into 32nd position. John Kerbaugh of the USA still holding on to 30th. Stanisław Starzyński of Poland on course now.
Ready? Go.
Stanisław Starzyński of Poland, racer number 62, has battled his way through this first run and skis into 41st position. Finlander in the gate next with Alti Piro of the Helsinki Ski Club. 40th in the giant slalom. Battled his way through the upper part of this track now on the closeout. Needs to pay attention to these final turns. Oh! Piro straddles that last combination just before the finish line. And that'll be a DNF. Albert Tomasek, racer 64. Has, not finished. We go to racer 65. Yeah, racer 64, DNF, Aldo Tomasek of the Czechia. And we go to Kazimierz Ziolkowski of Poland is on course now. .66 back. Intermediate. This gets caught a little bit by the rut. Is thrown out of the rhythm. Oh, and there he goes down through that hairpin combination. A DNF for the Polish skier.
Go on, Lawrence.
Ready? Go.
Next to go, Lorenz Kalf of the Netherlands. That's the challenge here as it gets rough for these later starters. You need to find a rhythm on the slalom skis. You know the rhythm, you've inspected the course, but that rhythm continually gets disrupted by the rut that's in the racetrack. So it's about, well, it really is about feeling, anticipating, trying to anticipate all these terrain changes. Good feel with the feet is key. Feel on that turning skate. Suspension in the legs. Lorenz Kalf of the Netherlands. Smooth skiing here. Lorenz Kauf, racer 66, crosses the finish line in 43rd position. Thomas D'Ambrogio on course now.
USA in third position. Just over 305.
Oh, and he's lost the grip on his pole. He's holding his left pole midway down below the guard, and that's really throwing off his balance. Not easy to do. He's making it. Thomas D'Ambrogio. Hang on. One last flush, and he dives for the line from Solz-du. And he makes it into the second run. Thomas Holtscher of Chile on course now. Club Ski La Parva. Competed at the most recent Olympic Winter Games of Milano Cortina. Oh, and he straddles, entering the flush combination, and that's a DNF for Holtscher. Racer number 68, Jakob Plavon, on course now for Czechia. When he too is down, he's had a bit of a crash.
Ready, go.
Racer 70 for Lithuania on course now, Rapolos Lapienis with the Snowboarding Ski Club. 49th position in the giant slalom for Lapienis. He's recently been competing down at some FIS races in Bormio in Italy. Slalom and giant slalom. Picked up a top 15 finish at the national junior race held in Bormio. Oh, and he's come to a stop.
Go.
I'm not sure if he's finished or not. But we go to racer 71, Paul Balas of Poland.
Come on, eh?
Yeah, and that is a DNF.
Stay strong and use the shell.
Racer number 70 has finished. Paulos Lapienis into 45th position. On course now with Poland's Paul Balas. Racer number 71.
Allez, Eric.
Ready, go.
Allez, full gas. Allez, hop, 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 hop.
133 starters on this first run here for the men's slalom in Narvik. Final medal event of these Junior World Ski Championships, 45th edition of the Junior Worlds. Balas for Poland into 36th position. I think that 30th spot of John Kerbaugh is safe. He'll be our first starter, likely. Harry Duncan saw him push out of the start gate for Great Britain. He is out of the course, a DNF for Duncan. That's a shame.
Number 72 on course.
State College, and didn't finish the first round of the giant slalom either. Go to Harrison Adkins. Just a brief hold here as we fix a few gates on this upper section of the track. Just getting a little chat from his coach. Tough conditions here. These racers really being challenged to the fullest with these conditions. And as I've said, I mentioned it yesterday, these juniors, well, it's an outdoor sport, alpine skiing. They've skied and raced in adverse conditions before. When you've made it to this level, you've been racing for many years, you've skied all sorts of conditions. So having to draw on those experiences is the key You rehearse and remember the pattern of turns that's been set, but then you look back at some conditions that perhaps you would have skied in before in other races, draw on that experience, use it to your advantage in this race run. We go to Harrison Adkins of Great Britain on course now. The fifth starter here for Great Britain. The three Kerrick Smith brothers, early starters, and then Harry Duncan we saw just ski out here. Harrison Adkins, 16 years of age, battling his way through the upper part of the track. His under 16 titles of the British races mainly across giant slalom. Slalom also does a freestyle mogul, so perhaps that skillful skiing in the moguls has helped them here in these ruts. 43rd position for Adkins. And he will get a second run. Alvar Calvos Santos for Andorra on course now. We finished the first run of the giant slalom. But here, on this first run of the slalom race, has made it to these final turns. Just hold on through this final combination. Oh, he just narrowly gets the skis around the gates. 43rd position for Calvo Santos. Oliver Tobacco for Slovakia on course now. Fifth in the giant slalom event 2 days ago. Final medals of these junior worlds to be handed out today at the conclusion of the second run. Slovakia on course here, racer number 75. Crosses the finish line. Oliver Tobacco into 44th position. On course now, racer number 76 for New Zealand. Mikkel. Some giant slalom as well. Racing down in Italy and Austria in preparation for these junior worlds. Racing in the Northern Hemisphere. Strongest discipline is the slalom, and 47th position from Bib 76 improves his start number for the second run. Alexander Korobov of Kyrgyzstan found the finish, completed both runs successfully in the giant slalom with a 53rd place finish. Hold on! Oh, he's just made it around the red gate, continues on, needs to settle back into his focus here after that error. Alexander Korobov from Kyrgyzstan. Good work here on the closeout here, and Korobov into 50th position. Take out that error. He would have been a good 5-6 places faster.
Ready? Go. Stop.
Australia are in the start gate here. Racer 79. That means 78 we've missed. Sebastian Bear Stanau of Denmark has skied out. This is Felix Sachs of Australia on course now.
Stop, stop, stop.
Yeah, DNF for Sebastian Bear Stanau. So Australia on course here. Sachs. 46 in the giant slalom, 40th in the Super G event. That was the first medal event for the men. Again, those early four events. It was the women's Super G and women's team combined on day one. Men's team combined and Super G on day two. France took all the golds on those opening days. Really spectacular. And have 4 golds at these junior worlds does the French team. Felix Sachs of Australia crosses the finish line into 49th position. Skis into the top 50 from Bib 79. Racer 80 will go to Ireland with George Brown. And racing with Team Evolution. changed nationalities from Germany to Ireland in June of 2025. So this is first full season racing under the Irish flag. Finished second round of the giant slalom. So we hold on here as he nears the bottom of this slalom race. Racer number 80, George Brown of Ireland, through to the finish line, skis into 43rd position. Nearly halves his start number. Racer 81 now, Josef Strokler of Slovakia.
Ready? Go.
It's his first start here at the Narvik Junior World Ski Championships for Slovakia. This last combination right before the finish is not easy. Keeps the racers on their toes, that flush, and then dives for the line. 54th position for Strokler of Slovakia.
Ready? Go.
Well, that's Ondrej Barnes of Slovakia, who you've just seen ski out racer 82. And this is 83 on course now. Christos Buas of Belgium. The Snow Valley racing team. Again, the racing team that's based at the Pier, the indoor training center in Pier in Belgium. Very popular indoor training center from national teams, ski clubs, academies. Especially for the slalom skier, getting indoors into the controlled environment when the snow is icy.
Let's
Work
go.
on your slalom skills. Racer number 83, Christos Buas. Do these final turns, and Buas across the finish line for Belgium into 52nd position. Alexander Boniolo Lund of Denmark on course now.
25-0.
And Alexander Boniolo Lund of Denmark makes it through to the second run, completes this first run, finishing in the 36th position. And Nick Zondag next for the Netherlands. Of course now, race number 85. Didn't finish first run of the giant slalom. Recently competing at the national championships for the Netherlands in Rotterdam. Didn't finish the slalom. But he's got some fans at the finish line here cheering him to the line. And Nick Zondag into 43rd position.
Ready? Go.
This is racer 86, Albert Prisler of Denmark, and he is out. DNF here on run 1. Racer 87, Dmitro Shepyuk on course now for the Ukraine. A little bit of sunlight coming through. That's going to help these later starters see the rut. And if you can see the rut, well, then you can properly prepare to use the ruts to your advantage. There you can see him skiing nicely in and out of the rut. Just go a little bit wide on the gate compared to the early starters, but that's key. You can't take the same line here as could the early starters. Look at that flush. Not too much to go here to the finish line. This is where you really need to keep your focus right to the last gate. Yeah, and the Ukraine across the finish, Dmitro Shepyuk into 52nd position. This is Rostislav Koklov of Kazakhstan. He's out. Oh, that's a shame. DNF for Rostislav. So we go to bib 89, David Yanda of Czechia. Oh, and he too has skied out early in the upper section of the race course. Racer 90 on course now is Emeric Guerrero of Portugal. The Vanoise Ski Academy, resides in France, and competed in the Giant Slalom and the Super G here at these Junior Worlds. And prior to that was competing at the Olympic Winter Games of Milano Cortina, the men's alpine events held in Bormio. Picking up results in the Giant Slalom, the Super G. Top 40 finishes for Guerrero. Didn't manage to complete the first run of the slalom at the Olympic Winter Games. Oh, and he straddled top gate there of the flush. He'd done all the work above, fought through the toughest of conditions on the upper part of the track. That's a DNF for the Portuguese racer Emeric Guerrero. Racer 91 on course now, Thomas Can Ono Lang, and he too has skied out a DNF on this first run. 92.
Go.
Sebastian Bjerkner of Chile on course now.
They keep saying just fighting, Fabi. Come on, Fabi.
It's a fight now. The light has improved for these later starters. Bjerkner just about skis out, pops up onto his feet, and makes it around the next gate.
Fighting until the end, fighting.
Ready? Go.
Come on, Fabi.
Sebastian Bjerkner, hold on. He's done well, but that's just too much for the Chilean. Skis out on the lower part of the track. Racer 93, Fabian Vist of Thailand, on course now. Out of Zurich, racing under the flag of Thailand. Competed in the Giant Slalom here in Narvik, and also competed at the Olympic Winter Games just a few weeks ago. Really putting up a good fight here to stay in this rugged and rough slalom track. Oh, and he's missed the gate out of that combination. That'll be a DNF for the Thai racer, Fabian Vist.
Ready?
Go to Finn McCobb, New Zealand, and he has skied out of the Quast Queenstown Alpine Ski Team. Sylvain Hoijmans of the Netherlands on course now. Sylvain from that Pier Ski Racing Club, but also attending the Apex 2100 Ski Academy in France, based in Tignes, doing his racing and training there, and has qualified here to his first Junior Worlds. Not easy from these high bibs now. Hoijman with bib 95. Just needs to keep it under control here on the closeouts. Keep control on that turning ski. Stay balanced over the short slalom skis. Sylvain of the Netherlands through this final combination has made it to the line. Racer number 95 skis into 58th position. 96 on course now with Arnaud Dayan Bruin. When he has skied out, just started to let the turn go a little bit too much, was skiing against the rut, not with it. And that gets harder to stay in the course, but also quite fatiguing. It's very tiring to battle against the rut. It's a battle to ski with it already. It does take a little extra energy, but here, as we can see from Arnor Alex Ornarsson of Iceland, Doing good job of skiing with that rut. Has to come in a little bit wider at the top of the turn and ski back to the gate. This is good efforts from Honor Alex Arnason, racer number 97. As we work our way down this first run start list to the finish line. And Honor Alex Arnason skis in 59th position. Oh, 98 is on course, and then out of the course, Jonas Slatiniotis of Greece will be a DNF. Number 99 can avoid us of Turkey, and he too will not finish. Racer 100, Torfi Johanna Sveinsson of Iceland on course now.
Let's go, dude. Go.
Come on, Joe. Push, push, push.
Torfi Johan Sveinsson, racer number 100, is making it to the lower part of this track. Oh, and he gets caught a little bit too late and low in the line, hits that wider berm, and that'll be a DNF. Jules Van Stinskisti. Apologies for that pronunciation. Belgium racer has skied out, lost a pole, and will not finish this first run. Go to Brazil is Lucas Leopoldo Ottoni, in the giant slalom as well. Now, when it gets a little bit rough like this, it is known as a bit of a bobsled track. Skillful skiing on myself, I remember racing Europa Cups with about this level of roughness and bumps, fighting from the back, and not easy there for Lucas Leopoldo Ottoni of Brazil, has skied out to go to Luis Stander for Belgium, racer number 103.
Tape dans les mains.
That is the Whisky Ski Club. He's recently been racing in Rovla. Speaking of, if you've just caught the Europa Cup I was thinking about that I competed in with tough, rough conditions, as we're seeing here, was in Rovla. I won't tell you which year it was some time ago, but that's where Belgian racer Luis Stander has recently been competing in preparation for these junior worlds. But unfortunately here on run one he has skied out, and it's the same for Idris Yannick, racer number 104, has gone down.
Stop. 104
Just hold start here for a moment. He's on the ground. Bit of a hard hit here in these early turns. Competed at the Solbach World Championships. There he goes down just before the rut. He actually hits the rut at the highest hump, and that will be sore for Idris Yannick. Small course hold here, as he was just in those opening turns. The starter can hold the next racer. So just on a brief hold here, it's the Moroccan racer number 104, Idris Yannick, who's just gone down pretty heavy on these opening turns. Need someone to help him just get his skis off. I think if he could, he's all twisted. The skis, one crossed over the other. So we get the skis off, sit up and be in a better position to kind of assess how he's feeling.
First run of today's slalom event at the 2026 FIS Junior World Ski Championship
Look here at the standings on this first run. Luca Kara-Smith, first racer on the start gate, brilliantly skied, leads the way with, well, his brother, a couple of years younger, sits second, Freddie Carrick-Smith, 1.25 back. It's a healthy lead from Luca Carrick-Smith ahead of the rest of the field. And then third is Max Hodder, the USA, followed by Gustav Wisting, a medalist in this event last year in Tarvisio, sits fourth, striking distance to the podium, but still the time gaps are what we will watch closely. Rasmus Bakaveg is in fifth position. Just having a look at the quick replay here of the Moroccan racer who's gone down in the opening turns. Hits the rut hard, and the next racer now getting ready to go. Patricio Crespo of Chile is in the gate.
Ready? Go.
105 on board.
Well, we are back underway here. Patricio Crespo for Chile on course and out of the course as quickly as that, the DNF for Crespo.
Ready?
106, Noel Major of Hungary on course now. And the Next Level Sport Club. And the Hungarian competed in the giant slalom. Gets through those first four turns where the last two racers have skied out. So there's plenty of battles here for the Hungarian. Finds a good little rhythm in that short section of turns. Incredibly hard to find any sort of rhythm when it is getting rough. Here, as you look at the standings on the left-hand side of the screen. Switzerland's best is Fuchs in 8th position. Austria in 7th with Neumeyer. USA with two racers in the top 6. Stanley Buchik sitting in 6th position. Norway have had a bit of a tough first run. Rasmus Bakaveg, the only finisher of 6 for the Norwegian team. Noah Major has made it to the finish line, 61st place for the Hungarian. On course now is Mikola Marichin for the Ukraine. Oh, and he has gone down. That'll be a DNF for the Ukrainian. Luka Pobrai of Lithuania on course now. Race number 108. Competed in the giant slalom here and was recently racing at some FIS competitions in Serbia. The national championships.
Show.
Luka Pobrai is on course here. Made his way to the lower part of this track. It's no easy feat here for these later starters. The Lithuanian racer Pobrai across the finish line. He's into 62nd position.
Allez, dernière.
109 on course now for the Ukraine. And he is out. That's Sviatoslav Vatokovic. Ukraine will not finish. We go to Dmitro Hashbar, racer number 110, again for the Ukraine.
Ready? Go. Stop.
Jonas Narvik, Monaco, encore. 1-1-1.
Racer number 110, Dmitro Hashbar of the Ukraine. through these final turns now. Impressive ski on the upper part of the track to get through the roughest and toughest parts of this course. Skis into 63rd position. Smiles for the Ukrainian. Hashpar. Yunus Terbece of Monaco on course now. And he is out. Oh, I didn't get a chance to see where he skied out. We'll go to the next racer. Number 112 is Corentin Gattignon of Portugal. And he has skied out midway down the pitch. Racer number 113, Axel Ben Noon of Israel, on course now. Oh, and he's crashed out. That'll be a DNF for the Israeli racer, Axel Ben Noon.
Ready?
On course now, racer number 114 is Thoksawat Nukyam of Thailand. 78th in the giant slalom 2 days ago.
Ready? Go.
Thai racer working his way down that steeper pitch. It's not flat on the opening section, but a little bit flatter, some rolling terrain, and then it drops into a steeper section, and now through that flush turn on the approach to the finish line. Thoksawat Nukyam of Thailand, racer number 114.
Ready?
Will complete this first run, skis into 63rd position. Racer 115 on course now, Lapo Cialonza of Albania, and he has skied out here. Young 17-year-old Marios Ioannis Tsiopoulos of Greece on course. Racer number 116 and will be a DNF. Doesn't finish this first run. Again, he's still a couple of years of being a junior and has chances to race again at the Junior World Ski Championships. Racer number 117 for Ireland is Conor Versteveld of the Hemskirk Racing Club. Changed nationalities in June of 2025 to Ireland from the Netherlands. So this is first full season racing under
Ready? Go.
the Netherlands racer. Oh, and he has skied out. Oh, he's gone down. He's still in. Gets to the next gate. And there he calls it. Skis out of the course. On course now is Dimitrios Brempos of Greece, and he too has skied out. Race number 118th is a DNF. Akos Vorocai for Hungary on course now. Race number 119. And he's gone out on the opening section here. Slides down the middle of the course. I think he'll be okay. He's up on his feet there. The Hungarian out on the first run here.
Ready? Go.
Racer number 120 on course now is Ye Sheng Tsai of Taipei. Competed in the Solbach Senior World Championships of 2025. Finished 80th in the giant slalom. Battled his way down the giant slalom track for 2 runs and just might do so here in this first run of the men's slalom. Oh, he's into trouble. Gets back into the course. Next racer to go. Racer number 121. As we can hear in the background, out on course. 130 3 starters on this first run start list. This is Yuesheng Tsai, racer number 120, on the lower part of the course now. With Taipei
Ready? Go.
to the finish line, skis into 65th position. Racer 121 on course here. Theo Montigny of Madagascar.
Come on, Josh.
Go. One.
Theo Montigny of Madagascar. Oh, just makes it to the finish line. Skis in the 65th position. Racer 122 is Isaac Lee of Hong Kong.
After him will be Stefan Busa, Ethan
The
Busa.
giant slalom didn't finish run 1. Oh, and he's made a mistake here on run 1 of the slalom.
Isaac Lee.
And skis out of the course.
Go.
Racer 123, Joshua Mackenzie of Brazil. Was perhaps has not started. We go to racer number 125 here. Also Patrick Bosma of Brazil. Ethan Bouchard for Ireland is on course now at the Gold Academy competition program and competed at the 2025 Ski Championships in May of 2022. He made that transition from the American flag to the Irish flag. Oh, and he skied out. And frustration from the Irish racer, understandably slow. Understandably so, the frustration for these later starters. The time they've waited, he battled the whole upper part of the track. We go to racer number 126, Robert Truppel of Luxembourg.
Come on, lift the bumps. Come on, let's go.
7 in the gold medal Israel on course.
Robert Truppel of Luxembourg. Just on the closeout here. That hairpin combination, and then there's one more flush before the finish line. Here it comes. And he's made it to the finish from bib 126. He skis in the 66th position. Racer 127 on course now. Benjamin Louis Goldsmith of Israel. Competed in the giant slalom. Finished the race. 79th position 2 days ago.
Come on.
Ready?
My apologies, didn't finish the giant slalom. Luxembourg racer, Truppel did, but here Benjamin Louis Goldsmith finishes run 1, skis into 68th position. Back to Luxembourg with Felix Vaclavec, and he has skied out on this first run. The DNF for racer 128. 129 on course now is Eugene Roger Michel Cornu Wong of Hong Kong.
Ready? Go.
Into this upper pitch. The second run course will be reset. Course setter for that run will be the Spanish coach, who is British himself, Scottish, Noel Baxter, coaching that Spanish group. And that's a DNF for race number 129 from Hong Kong, Eugene Roger Michel and Cornu Wong. We go to Diogo Vasconcelos of Portugal. Young, just 16 years of age for Vasconcelos. His first year competing in the FIS levels. He was a FIS racer. And is here competing in the East Junior World Ski Championships of Narvik. 77th in the giant slalom 2 days ago. Vasconcelos, Portugal.
Allez, Jason, hein? Allez!
Go.
And Vasconcelos to the finish line. The Portuguese racer, 66th position after run 1. Racer number 131, Lucas Max Sakal of Lebanon.
Do I wait or no?
Oh, and he skied out, made it through 2/3 of the course, but that bottom combination, the flush there, just proving to be too challenging for the young racer. Lucas Max Sakal skis out. We go to racer 132 is Jason Khalil of Lebanon. 82nd, the giant slalom 2 days ago here, East Junior Worlds. Getting cheered on by his teammate on the side of the course who had just skied out. Great camaraderie there. Oh, and he too goes down. Jason Khalil, a DNF, racer 132, final racer of the day. This morning's first run. My apologies. This first run here. He's been waiting patiently to get a chance at this first run course. And it's the Taiwanese racer Sean Shaoqi Chuang. Okay. And well, he's through to this final flush and gets to the line, trying into 70th position on this first run. That concludes this men's slalom run 1. Fantastic efforts from the crew here at Narvik. Here's a look at the standings. Luca Carrick-Smith leads the way by 1.25 of a second ahead of his brother, Freddie Carrick-Smith. Max Honer for the USA in third, Wisting for Sweden in fourth, and Rasmus Bakkeveg running out the top fastest 5. We will look for them. They will go in the last 5 starters in the 30. Reverse these racers from the top 30. First racer out of the gate will be John Kerboff, followed by Lorenzo Gorosa, and then Mio Kamada of Japan. It's going to be an exciting finish here, handing out the final medals in this final event of these FIS Alpine Junior World Ski Championships.
We'll be back a little bit before 12.
Down the list, the rest of our finishers here having to manage and battle through the toughest of conditions and have done so well in this first run to get to that finish line and give themselves a chance to complete and close out this men's slalom. Second run coming up at 12 local time. If there is a delay, we will be sure to let you know. We need time for the racers to get back to the top. The course is reset. The racers will inspect that second run course set, and then we get underway with the second run and the conclusion of this men's slalom race. Luca Carrick-Smith took bronze in last year's slalom. It looks like it could be golden here in this year's Alpine Junior World Ski Championships in the men's slalom event. Luca Carrick-Smith, his final year as a junior, but we still have a couple of years to see Freddie and Zach, the 2 twins, Carrick-Smith brothers, compete in the next couple of years at the Junior World Ski Championships. All 3 of them already making that step onto the World Cup Tour. So do stay tuned. Come back to join us for run number 2 coming up shortly.